Hi, I'm gonna react to BFB 8. It came out 2 hours ago. Right now it's 3:30 a.m. I can explain why I'm up so late, but I'm just gonna watch it. And first of all, I want to point out it's at 10,003 views. That's a very round number, or close to it. Close to it. But I'll just start watching. And one thing I want to say before I start, in my last reaction video, there were so many people who commented, stop pausing, and like stop talking, or like, and what I'm thinking is, if you want to see the episode with as few pauses and as little of me talking as possible, don't watch me reacting to it, just go watch the original episode. I mean, the whole point of this series is to hear what I have to say. So I'm going to keep pausing, and I'm going to keep talking, and it's like, there's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to start watching. And so one thing that funny that happened is Tantasar, I saw he tweeted, like, real Cary KH, I didn't have much involvement in the production of this episode. Also, Cary KH writes the whole episode by himself, which is true, but like, yeah, I did write the whole episode, but I didn't do anything after that, so I guess like for the last week and a half, I kind of forgot that I contributed that much. Yeah. Enough talking, let's watch. Yeah, so you can tell what these are. These are... Oh, spoiler, by the way. If you haven't seen the episode, watch it first. But these are... I don't know if I can say it. You know what they are, okay? These yellow things, you know.
Fries? Some of your chips are looking a little swollen.
Swollen? Is that your new slang term for overweight?
No.
OMG, Bubble is like looking so swollen these days.
Oh yeah. See, what do I say? See, now that I say like, oh, you're here to listen to me react, I can't think of what to say to react. But yeah, I was when I wrote that in the storyboard, I was a little afraid that might be too harsh of an insult for Match, even because like Bubble doesn't like being called swollen, so hopefully they're okay. Well, okay, if you watch the episode, you know they're not okay. Whatever. But yeah, Gelatin's like one of my favorite characters just because I feel like he's the one character that I can write to do something silly, but confidently, like not just stupid silly, but a confident silly. So like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I just think that he's a fun character to write, and no other characters quite like that.
It's just that two of them look yellowed and bulbous, and I think they're even wiggling.
Oh, Joe.
BFB has so many of these like slowly waving arms, which I really like, especially the ones that showed up when in BFB 4 when Penn, or like when 4 judges Penn's drawing and like all the recommended characters go by in the front and back, and Penn's like, that isn't what I meant. Those arms, they show up a lot, and I think it's a very nice contrast from BFDIA's 4-frame loop of this, right? I'm trying to do it as fast as possible, but I can't. Okay, here we go.
Gelatin, you're making me mad.
But I'm hungry though.
Well then, go eat someone else's innards.
Hi, barf bag.
Oh, hey, Gelatin, what's up?
Oh, good timing. I like how the music stopped. That was very important. Also, why is he going by Iance? What do the Iance members have to do with anything?
Hi, barf bag.
Oh, hey, Gelatin,
I like
what's
those sound
up?
effects. What's up? Going right into 4's thing. Also, one thing that happened this episode... Oh, right. Some people said they couldn't hear me when the video is still running, so I'll pause every time I talk. But one thing that happened in this episode is Cindy and Catherine, just by chance, didn't have any lines. Like, that wasn't intentional on my part. But those are the two people at Stanford, so it was kind of interesting that for once I didn't have to message those people to get the lines in. And, yeah, it was just weird because it felt like I had forgotten to do something. But this episode came out anyway, so yeah, that's just something that I thought was interesting. Okay, intro like normal.
Tick. Tock. Ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Huh? What's that? If I'm not mistaken, that means it's time for cake at steak!
Oh yeah, this part, when I wrote it in the storyboard, I was considering adding a really long tangent where a clock whispers to someone, like, I secretly lied when I started ringing, like, it wasn't actually time for me to ring. I don't know where I was going with that, but like that got cut because it's just dumb, right? Like, why clock should just be honest. Also, I guess you can see in the sidebar that I was like listening to a lot of like Christine. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna keep watching the video. That was the thumbnail, or that's still a thumbnail right now. It's just a picture of the cake. Very bland, but I think that'll be changed. Oh, this is my favorite part of the episode. Okay, so I want to say this. I think the cake at stake for this episode, at least in the storyboard, has a lot more action than the actual contest, which I'm always trying to avoid, but it just happened this time. And I think like physical motion and physical actions are what make BFDI episodes exciting. So it's a little lopsided, and that's my fault. But I'm excited to see how it turned out in the episode.
Better name than that. You guys are trapped on the moon, so I'll have to communicate with you through TV.
Works for me.
Well, what's that check? Oh, the check mark is from TV. I get it.
Works for me.
TV, promise not to fudge the...
Oh, those mouths. Oh my god, it's a new type of mouth with a tongue. Oh, I will say this. Every time I draw my yellow Cary stick figure and I add a tongue, it instantly looks twice as cute. And I don't know what it is. Like, there's nothing cute about a tongue itself, but when it's inside a mouth, it looks better. I don't know why.
TV, promise not to fudge the results.
You know the drill.
Oh, it doesn't even show it. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if it just showed an X on the screen, that's too blatant and the joke just falls flat. But when it's off screen,
Promise
that's better.
not to fudge the results.
You know the drill. I, Bagel Brain, will be your host.
Oh my god, I was wondering how Lollipop would laugh, because, like, it could be a natural laugh, but then that doesn't feel like Lollipop's character to go like, ha 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 ha, or that's not even a natural laugh. But Lollipop is a very fake person, so this is better.
Works for me.
TV, promise not to fudge the
Good
results.
mouths.
You know the drill. I, Bagel Brain, will be your...
Oh, speaking of tongues, okay, this is very unrelated, but I have a new dance move that I like. It's like, that's so stupid. If you didn't see my like fist, I think I went too far off screen, but I was like going like that. It doesn't matter, okay? I'm just gonna keep going with the episode.
host.
You are actually using my nickname?
Oh my god, do you see that mouth? I wonder how it's like animated.
Nickname? Actually using...
I guess it's not that hard to imagine. It's like a mask, or like the mouth is like shape tweening or something, but the mask for the teeth is also following the same pattern, and then the teeth, it's just a simple motion tween up and down, so I get it. Oh, my microphone is very jiggly.
Actually using my nickname?
Hey, shut up! It's a habit!
Oh, haha. It's like the haha hee hee is like kind of underwhelming, but the animation is so over the top. That's like the mismatch is funny. Yeah, when I wanted Donut to say like, it's just a habit, I originally had him say it's just a subconscious habit, but then I was thinking, you know, BFDI should not be overly wordy, so I should try to cut out all the unnecessary words. Yeah.
It's a habit! Stop laughing! It's not that funny! Well, if you're not gonna stop, I'll grab your lips and make you stop!
Donut, how are you touching Lollipop's lips?
Oh yeah, I thought this part was funny. It's like, he without Donut without thinking is just like out there and grabbing them and shutting them. I just like it when a character kind of exposes themselves without meaning to, like through the act. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like I like this idea. Well, I guess I wrote it, so like I can't be complimenting myself. That's just not allowed. But I thought this was a good way to resolve the Earth Moon issue.
Stop!
Donut, how are you touching Lollipop's lips if you're on Earth?
Oh, it's a new feature of my new camera!
Hold on.
Lips if you're on Earth.
Oh!
Lips if you're on Earth.
Oh! It's a new feature of my new camera!
I think I heard like in my line of tennis ball, a breath of air after it said Earth. You can hear the, but yeah, that's something. That's why I need to get a pop filter. I still haven't after 8 episodes. Yikes. But that's on the to-do list.
It's a new feature of my new camera!
Oh, that's what the camera looks like. Oh my god. Yeah, in the storyboard when I drew the camera, it's literally just like a rectangle, a triangle, and then 3 lines coming out. And I was like so sloppy. But you know, I needed to just finish the storyboard ASAP, so I'm so glad it actually has a finalized version.
In addition to light, it also transmits matter, like my arms!
Hold on, Donut. You mean you've been able to move things between Earth and the moon all this time?
Yeah, so?
Well, then get us back down now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can't do that, because it only goes one way.
What's that? One way, you say? Your hands are on the moon side now.
Oh yeah, see, I wanted Lollipop to like have a moment of revelation, but Lollipop herself can never admit that she didn't know something in the past because she acts like a know-it-all. So her way of saying like, oh, hold on, I can do this cool trick. Her way of saying it is, what's that you say? As if like she had planned it all along. It's like, this is a one-way thing. I'm gonna use it to my advantage.
Hey?
Also, I really like those
One
teeth.
way, you say?
That's good.
Your hands are on
Yeah, I think this makes it very clear they're hurt. You know, glowing red.
the moon side now,
very painful
so they're
color.
trapped, are they not?
Dang it! You're right! Well, it's kind of awkward holding this position!
Yeah, at this point in the storyboard, I actually had wrote an entirely different storyboard for like 5 more pages that extends in a different direction, where like I tried to use the one-way portal more cleverly to do weird things, but like it was ending up too long, and like this is just the cake at stake, so I cut it.
So, Lollipoop, you give me no choice!
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't tell what you mean. Also, don't call me Lollipoop.
I mean, there's only
Lollipoop.
one
I'm afraid
Lollipoop.
me no choice!
I'm sorry.
Awkward holding this position! So, Lollipoop, you give me no choice!
I'm sorry,
It sounds
but
like
I'm afraid
Donut says lollipoo, but like that's just as insulting if you think about it, because poop and poo are the same thing.
I can't tell what you mean. Also, don't call me Lollipoop.
I mean, there's only one way to unite both sides of this world, and this is how!
Oh yeah, this was exciting. I knew that something big was gonna happen. I mean, he's gonna move the entire planet through the camera. Spoiler alert! Which is no small feat.
World, and this is how!
Oh, you can see like the blades of grass, like light and dark, are overlapping as they go into the camera, which is pretty weird.
What does that pastry think he's doing?
Okay, get in there, bye! You too, yellow face!
Oh my god, this is so good. It's like it looks fluid. I was afraid it would be really hard to make land look fluid and animate that in Flash, but it works well.
Oh dear, I think Donut's making this
Oh,
problem
that was, okay. Okay, I know this is just like endless compliments, but this part here with the tree,
Oh dear, I
the flick, that makes it look really natural. It's a very good touch.
think Donut's
that.
making this problem even worse.
Oh yeah, everybody's
Oh my god. Everyone's going through it. That's a cool space background. It's so different from everything else we've seen.
Problem even worse.
Like, it reminds me of a children's book, or like an animated children's cartoon that's trying to pretend to be a book, if you know what I mean. Which I guess it kind of goes in the style of BFGI, because it's supposed to be like, you know, reignite childhood wonder and imagination.
Everybody's going through! Done! You guys want it?
Oh, that's TV. I was like wondering like what's the thing moving around. Also, one thing I thought was funny is that after this whole action, the camera just logically is just floating in space. There's no way to retrieve it. I guess there is. You just reach through. Ah, no, I don't think there is, because if you reach through TV and grab the camera, that's like behind TV, so you can't pull it through TV. I don't know. It's weird.
Done! You guys wanted to get back to Earth? It's right here! Now let's actually
Oh.
do cake.
I feel like the timing is so good. Like, cutting out the music has such a like strong effect of like, this is important, or like, this is absurd. So this is good. Also, like the very linear animation makes it seem more absurd, like stupidly simple.
Now let's actually do cake at stake. Better namers, the one of you with the most votes is going to be.
Yeah, this is a reverse of Michael's joke from last episode, where it's like everyone's sat too close, so they all went whoosh. But I thought it was like way too cliche to just do the opposite and have it go shoo. So I needed to somehow make it a little unique, and I think you all know what happens.
Eliminated. Also, you don't have to sit so far. Gracie, I think you went a little overboard. So this is how
Oh my god. Donut. Ah! I'm getting nervous that's gonna rip at the seams.
we're
Oh my god. Hold on. There's like a oh, I paused on it. I was trying to find the frame where Donut's actually bigger than the whole crew because I think that's funny. Also, nice touch that TV is showing the sky. I mean, the outer space sky that the camera would show.
So this is
The
how
fact that it's moving is really cool.
we're gonna be doing cake at steak?
Whatever.
22,200.
Oh my god. It's so cute. It's like, ah. It's like it's squishing them and they're jiggling around. It's just perfect.
2,238 votes this time.
Oh, also, that number 22238, if you look at the digits, it's monotonic. That's like an inside joke between my brother and me. But yeah, monotonic meaning it's all either non-decreasing or non-increasing. So I guess a simpler way of putting it is they only go in one direction, and in this case it's up. But that's like a useless fact, because like 22241 is not monotonic, but it's like essentially the same number.
Tennis ball is safe.
Don't I get a prize for being safe?
Oh yeah, you got fiery squeaker box. Chopped up into 7 pieces.
Donut, how can you do this to my baby?
This is interesting because when I wrote the part where Donut breaks the fiery speaker box to give as pieces of cake, that was on a different thread of the Cake and Steak storyboard, so I hadn't realized Donut's mouth is still full with 7 other people. So I didn't realize like both things would be happening at once, but now that I see it, it's obvious. So yeah.
To my baby.
Hey, it's just tit for tat. Also safe as bucket.
Oh yeah, so he says it's just tit for tat, and I'm a little worried that not enough people will remember way back to BFDI A5A, because in that episode, the fiery speaker box rips Donut's corpse into 17 pieces and uses them for Cake and Steak. So this is the reverse. So if you didn't catch that, that's what it is. Also, like Tennis Ball got so few votes. I think that might wait. No, that's not the record lowest percentage, but like the difference between lowest and second lowest is pretty big. Also, so many characters this episode got a similar number of votes. Like everyone was like around 3,000 ish, which was crazy. And the number one person only got like 21%, which means it's a very even distribution.
Basketball.
Well, they're like creating a perfect line. Like it's harder and harder the more characters you have, just based on the laws of physics.
Basketball.
Basketball got 3,000 votes? That's crazy.
Roll the flower.
Yeah?
If I remember correctly, you broke the signal. You're not supposed to do that.
But there was an explosion.
I think one thing that's funny about this part is like it's actually, well, I can't say this for certain, but it's easier to lip sync this than an actual mouth because you just have them like jiggle up and down. But it looks like it's more work because so much is moving.
Supposed to do that.
But there was an explosive.
Yeah, an explosion of votes for you. 3,105. Now it's time to go.
Oh yeah, I knew that by the time it got down to the final 2, Donut was gonna look lopsided because 8 Ball is bigger than Golf Ball. So this is exactly what I wanted it to look like.
Now it's time.
This is so stupid. Like Donut screaming in his stupid voice.
Votes
What does BFDI come to?
for you. 3,105. Now it's time to Golf Ball and 8 Ball. You both got over 4,000 votes.
Over
dear,
over
I really
4,000. Oh, this is the part where they're gonna speak simultaneously. You know, because Michael and I live 400 miles away now, we couldn't actually record these at the same time. So I wonder how Michael aligned the timing.
4,000 votes.
Well, I guess I'll find out.
I really hope you don't leave us, team leader.
Don't worry, Basketball. I will try my hardest to remain on the team too. Hey, shush, she's talking to me. Whatever. It'll be so much easier when you're gone.
Quiet. Time.
Oh, that actually lined up really well. Like I almost feel like Michael recorded Golf Ball's line after me once I had sent it in so that he could line it up because that was perfect.
She's talking to me. Whatever. We'll
I'm kind of
try.
worried, like after watching this, that I made this joke go on for too long because, like, with certain jokes, you want to cut it off before it gets boring, and I think
Leave us, team
just
leader.
starts
Don't
to-
worry,
it starts to bleed on boring here, but whatever.
Basketball, I will try my hardest to remain on the team too. Hey, shush, she's talking to me. Whatever. It'll be so much easier when you're gone.
Quiet! Time for the ball reveal! How's it gonna be? Who knows?
Oh, look at that arm. The arm is like, I can tell it's just like a rigid body that's like, kind of like motion tweening behind Donut. And I'm just thinking like the shoulder joint must be like really flexing and like dislocating to allow that to happen. And it almost makes me uncomfortable just to think about the ligaments and tendons that are just being like mushed around.
Who knows? Well, actually, I do. Golf ball safe. That ball's out.
Pooh. Oh, that's the moon. I thought that was a like cloudy sky or something.
How's it feel, 8-Ball, to be eliminated on the 8th episode? Your favorite. Who knows?
Okay, I don't know why I went back, and I think I just have this habit of rewinding things. But you know what? No shame, okay? To all the people who say I pause too much. Okay, I already talked about that, so I won't say it again.
Golf ball safe.
I'm just gonna watch.
That ball's out.
This is the third time I saw that.
How's it feel, 8-Ball,
It's getting to be
be
a problem.
eliminated on the 8th episode? Your favorite number?
Donut, I told you, I don't have a...
Gravity's back on.
But yeah, I really liked in the storyboard. I don't know if I wrote that there was a single snap, but I definitely want Donut to be really sassy. It's like, I don't care what you have to say. I'm turning all of gravity back on with just a snap of my fingers. Oh, fun fact, I can't snap. I don't think I've ever snapped in my life. And I know how it's supposed to work. Like this finger's supposed to come down fast enough to hit this this piece of flesh to make a slap sound, but I can't do it. So this has caused many inconveniences, especially in group settings at school in class when it's like everyone has to snap or like you go around the room snapping or something, and I'd have to just kind of like fake it. And I'm sad. I want to know how to snap, but Donut can, and that's all that matters. Oh, violent. Those are 8-ball fumes.
Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have inhaled those fumes.
Oh, poor Saul, you shouldn't have.
Contest time.
Oh, I thought someone was supposed to say like yeah, they're dangerous, but I think I might have crossed that out.
Contest time. It's a quiz show. Each team's got a buzzer. Buzz in when you know the
Oh, this is
answer.
what the buttons look like. Oh my god, I was wondering what they'd look like, and this is how it is. It's like, I like it because the brown reminds me of like old school wooden like middle school desks. Just the vibe of like, I don't know how to describe it. Just like with that smell that makes you think that it's, I don't know, like musky and dusty and like not that comfortable, but like that's the way school is. I kind of like that vibe. Maybe because I've outgrown it at this point, so it's a feeling of nostalgia. That's definitely what it is. The fact that I will never be in middle school again. But
Yeah,
not that I
one
want
question.
to. It wasn't the best time of my life. I mean, it's when BFDI started, so maybe it is the best time of my life, but whatever.
Right. And
Oh, that's Blez's team name. I can see it right there.
your team's safe from elimination. Question 1.
Okay, Bubble, you're great at mental contests.
She's so dumb that she doesn't know how to count to 3.
You got this.
Ooba wooba grooba schmooba.
Huh?
Fruba dwooba.
Correct. Death Pact is safe.
Huh?
Bubble, did you seriously not know and the answer was Fruba Dwooba?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so, okay. Let me just say one thing. I was a little worried that because this is like a quiz show episode that it would be like too boring. So that's one fear I had. And I'm just trying to think like when I choose contests, like the really extravagant ones that I have on the to-do list, which I won't say because of spoilers, I get worried that they're going to take too much work to animate. But, you know, if I keep putting them on the like to-do list forever, they'll never actually be in an episode. So maybe I'll just write one in for episode 9. If I do write the episode, maybe I won't. I don't know. Yeah.
What the flake was that?
I didn't know the answer was.
Jeez, this is like unacceptable. Try harder, Bob, or else your membership is in danger.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to sound as mad as possible when I was matched, but it's hard to sound mad Bub. I like words that have B's in them because you can be so explosive, like pub. I don't know.
Ma'am, understood.
Question 2. Squeaky Beaky! Floop Floop! Bubble!
Oh my god, so much sweat. Oh yeah, everyone's angrily looking at her. Wait, hold on. That's like a 3-dimensional dotted line. You can see the perspective. That's next level.
Zop zap.
Huh?
Ooh.
That's such a silly answer, Zap Zap.
Yeah, Bubble? That's wrong!
Yeah, I wanted to give the impression that like it was right for a second, so like people could feel good for Bubble, and then it turns out it's actually wrong. So that happened.
Yeah, Bubble? That's wrong!
Bubble! You are such a disappointment. You are not even worthy of membership status. You are like hereby demoted to merely a Bemb.
No!
Yeah, this is the next level down from Bember. It's just Bemb. Okay, so you can see it's getting bad for Bubble. Things are not looking
You are
good.
like hereby demoted to merely a Bemb.
Yeah, this word is like so low pitched. I'm almost worried you can't even tell what it is. But like, whatever. No, you can tell. You can just, you hear the bu, you hear the you hear the bu.
Sabie, you know the answer to this one. Why aren't you buzzing in?
I'm busy. Just give me a sec.
Clog Clog Horg Borg?
Yes.
Say, Sabie, you made us lose that point. Are you happy about that?
I'm trying. What I'm doing now.
These animations is like weird because like the tape is starting off far away from the object and it comes in.
Will help us. Just you
I think that's pretty cool.
wait and
actually.
see.
Wait, what is up with this scene? Like, okay, so I know like no lip syncing like that. That's definitely a requirement to make the episode go by like faster to produce. But what's with Fry's going like
What I'm doing now will help us. Just you wait and see.
Barfbag, I've been trying
It's almost 4 a.m., so I should be quiet.
to give you pieces of cake. Why aren't you answering for us?
Sorry, my reflexes are too.
I've been trying to give you pieces of cake.
Yeah, okay, so this line actually took me a long time to like figure out because I wanted him to say like I'm trying to give you easy shots, but I couldn't think of the right idiom to say easy shots, so I said pieces of cake. But now I'm just realizing that might be confusing because BFDI pieces of cake already have a role in BFDI as like, you know, immunity tokens for cake at stake. So maybe that wasn't the best idea, but like whatever. It's a minor thing.
Why aren't you answering for us?
Sorry, my reflexes are too slow.
It's the barf molecules.
Shut it, lolly poop.
Boom.
Question 3. What is snow plus gasoline?
Oh, I don't
Come on.
think I actually know that one.
Come
Yeah, Barfbag
on.
wasn't around in the BFDI universe when that scientific fact was revealed.
I don't
Come on.
think I actually know that one.
Come on.
Oh, this one's easy. It's glue. 8.
That's wrong.
Huh? What the heck did my lips just do? I meant to say glue.
It's okay. Everybody's tongue slips up occasionally.
Oh yeah, so yeah, this is the new way Saw behaves. She just says 8 to everything. I feel like my like commentary is so low par just because I can't focus right now. I could talk about like what happened today, which is I don't know. Cary life stories are for the end of this video, not for right now. But I can explain. Okay, I have an excuse for everything weird that I'm doing right now, but yeah. So okay, I'm not gonna worry about the quality of my reactions. I'm just gonna be me, and the real me says Saw is intoxicated with fumes of 8-ball. I mean, that's just self-explanatory, but it's true.
What could it be?
This one's supposed to be easy.
Oh, I know the answer's glue, but I'm too scared to buzz in without Loser to support me.
Same,
Yeah, I
same.
think one thing is interesting is like in this quiz show, there's a long time between when Donut asks the question and the answer actually comes in because each team like fails at answering it somehow, and like you can't show more than one team acting at once, so like you just watch someone fail for like 30 seconds and then another one starts. So like it's very different from a normal quiz show you see in real life. Let me just check. Yeah, I'm still in shot.
Team, loser may be gone, but we're still just as strong of a team as before. You know that surge of energy you'd feel every time loser
I
encouraged?
just realized every time Pin talks, she sounds kind of mad just because the way I voice her, it's like very pointy. So every word sounds very forced and like, I don't know, like she's trying to make a point across. So she sounds angry.
Well, where did that energy come from? Sure, loser helped push the energy along, but ultimately, the energy came from within you.
Pin's right, you know.
Which means you've still got it. So, Cake, push that buzzer.
Yeah! Oh no, I can't! I just can't!
Cake, just do it.
Yeah! Glue!
Oh yeah, the cake should just do it. It's supposed to be like an out of place, like, you know, I'm tired of your stuff. You know what I meant.
Yeah!
Like that kind of mentality.
No, I can't! I just can't!
Cake, just do it.
Yeah! Glue!
There's the
Correct.
wavy arm again, except it's a leg.
Seriously, barf bag? I'm not gonna take this any longer. Question 4. What do I see when I look at my teammates? Which I said in a speech that only my team heard.
Yeah,
When
that was the tone of voice I was like intending there when he's like, you know, it was in a speech that only my team heard. He's kind of like saying that under his breath because he's not supposed to let other people know that, but like, I don't think the joke would come across, like it wouldn't be clear unless he said that.
Yeah! Seriously, barf bag? I'm not gonna take this any longer. Question 4. What do I see when I look at my teammates? Which I said in a speech that only my team
Also,
heard.
I think like the style of BFDI eyebrows, like it's a lot more freestyle now because like you can have these like long arcs. I think it's cool because it like gets across these expressions that couldn't really be conveyed with old BFDI eyebrows. Also, what's the deal with these like when the eyebrows are like this? People in the wiki for like 5 years now have been calling these eyebrows check it eyebrows, like that or like that. I think it has to do with Roblox or something, but I don't think it has like I wouldn't call it check it because if the person's like looking to the side to like check something out, you can look to the side and check something out with eyebrows that look like this or like this or like this. Or like this, or like this. Like it doesn't. They don't need to be like this, okay? Don't call them check it eyebrows. Also, like so, on the wiki it says like every character except for like Teardrop and I don't know Leafy have had the check it eyebrows, and I'm like, who's keeping track of like which characters have used which eyebrows? That's so silly. Like with humans, have you tallied it up with humans? What eyebrow? I don't have much dexterity over my eyebrows, but like, what eyebrow shapes have I not ever used before? Okay, this is stupid.
Which I said in a speech that only my team heard. But when I look at my teammates, I see hope, I see strength, I see ingenuity. Fiery Junior, there's no one quite like you. 8! Debatably correct, but no.
Maybe the fumes are getting to you after all.
Hope, strength, ingenuity, and no one being quite like Fiery Junior.
Yes!
Hooray! Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. I just realized now that it might have made more sense with this joke if Barfback answered the list of 4 things right after the flashback. That probably should have happened, and like Saw should have buzzed in and said 8 before the flashback, then the flashback, and then Barfback. But you know, this works too. I mean, people have long enough memories to remember what the 4 things were.
There's no one quite like you. 8! Debatably correct, but no.
Maybe
Oh yeah, the reason why it's debatably correct is because when you look at your team, he actually did see 8 people there. Although 7 because he didn't see himself, I guess.
are getting to you after all.
Hope, strength, ingenuity, and no one being quite like Fiery Junior.
Yes!
Yeah, the joke there is like the 4th one doesn't really fit in with the first 3. No one being quite like Fiery Junior is a very specific thing.
I'm sensing the teeniest bit of, what is that, bias perhaps?
Okay, question 5. What's
Oh, so
1 plus...
Steffi actually has 2 roles in this episode. 1 to call out the bias and 2 to build the thing.
1. 8! Wrong! Oh, I've been forgetting to do this, but as a host, I should punish you for getting these wrong. No effects?
Donut, that's just an audio recording of 4, not the real.
Getting these wrong. Oh, I've been forgetting to do this, but as a host, I should punish you for getting these wrong.
Okay, I misheard 1 word, so I just wanted to rewatch it to hear it. Oh my god, that's so much compression. It sounds like a completely different screech. Of course it didn't phase them. How could it have?
No effects?
Donut, that's just an audio recording of 4, not the real deal. So of course there's no effect.
Oh, no effects? Let me try it.
It's just a stupid joke. Honestly, like, that's the most stupid thing ever. There's no explanation. There's, like, no follow-up. It just happened. I just say because, like, people are obsessed with 4. I'm a little worried by how like, 4 is becoming, like, a religious figure. But anyway, we need, like, 4 is technically gone from the show for now, at least. And we need to keep the 4 obsessed people tied over with some dosage of 4-ness so they can be happy during this time of depression, you know? So that's why. Hey, wait, hold on. Does basketball have... what is this face? Is this like some cutesy cat face? Because, like, hold on. This cat thing right here has the same type of mouth. What a coincidence. This cat was given to me by Catherine, who voices Eggy and Naily. I think I already mentioned that in another Humany video, but I'm saying it again. And she's... okay, I'm not going to reveal too much information, but she's gone for 3 months, so she's going to be back and she's going to take it back. So I don't actually own this. It's just loaned to me. But she said, you know, if you don't take care of my cat, then he'll be in a dark storage closet for 3 months. And that's not as good as this. So now... it is my role to babysit or cat sit. And I don't know what his name is or her name is, but I'm just going to call it Cat her in because, you know, puns, hooray. Okay, back to the episode. Wait, I want to have this in the background, you know, because, like, it's fun to watch with someone. Okay, this isn't going to work. I just caught my wire on something. It's okay.
Correct. Question 6. What's the past tense of eat?
8!
Wrong. Oh, that's actually correct. And with
that's a really stupid joke. So, you know, we just need to, like, wrap up the quiz at some point. So yeah.
8!
Also, that part of the episode is not going to work well when translating to other languages. So, it's probably something I should have thought of. But I'm sure, like, translators are clever. They'll think of some way to work around this, right?
Oh, that's actually correct. And with that, the team still in danger are audience and free food. Final question. What's my favorite season?
Oh yeah, I don't really know why I decided to have the last question be something so specific as what's my favorite season. Because, okay, the first thing was I wanted it to be a question that had 3 obvious answers, because then Team 1 could guess something, and then Team 2 could guess it, and then after they both made their guesses, there would only be 1 option left, so then it would be a race to see who could tap faster after that. But then I kept trying to think of something that could have 3 possible options, like, and it's like no debate what those 3 are. And I just couldn't think of any categories like that. But with 4, it's very easy, because there's 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, winter. And I just thought, oh, maybe I could add 1 more round of, like, guessing back and forth in there to make it work. But then I ended up getting rid of the guessing back and forth, so now there's really no point to having used season, but, like, I guess it's still fine, and it also adds, like, a little bit of confusion, because people might first think, oh, season, that means, like, a season of the BFDI show. So does it mean BFDI, BFDIA, IDFB, or BFB? This cat thingy, I gotta put it down. But yeah, it's just, like, a weird quirk about this episode, I guess.
Winter!
No!
Darn! I got it wrong!
Okay, yeah, this is good. Yeah, there are certain, like, I think, corners that I cut with the storyboard that I think it's good that the other people on the BFDI team filled in for me. So this is one of them to make it more clear that Stapy and Puffball have something special going on.
Darn, I got it wrong.
Oh, I know this one! Summer! Hello? Summer!
That pressing noise, I like it so much. It's so like jiggly and jello-y. It has a lovely noise. Oh my god, this is all on the internet now. I don't even know what that looked like because I didn't have it open, but I'm sure, you know, it wasn't that embarrassing. You know, I'm a dignified, respectable adult. I don't do stupid things, okay? That's not me, okay? And if there's anything stupid that I did, well, I do have a twin, so like maybe you got us confused, okay? Like, we look pretty similar. Actually, we don't look similar, but that was just a joke. Okay, if you see me doing something stupid, yes, it was me, okay? I give up. Okay.
All the
I'm almost at the end of the episode. Let me just finish it.
information I need.
Yes, Stapy?
Summer.
Correct!
Wait. During this part here, there's supposed to be the sound of Bubble hitting the button, continually saying summer like the whole time. So it's like summer, 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 summer. Almost like it's background noise. But that didn't happen, and I'm sad about that. But it's okay.
I've got all the information I need.
Yes, Stapy?
Summer.
Correct! So, free food safe, and Ions is up for elimination!
Oh, I finally get it. Good job.
Vote in the comments using the letter and square brackets under who deserves.
No.
Matt, you just gotta accept the outcome, even if you don't like it.
Here's the...
It's under the
I was gonna
comments
comment
using
something
the
about
letter
like
and square
this
brackets.
environment, like the fact that it's so empty and geometric reminds me of like a lot of Flash games that I played on Newgrounds 10 years ago. Just, I don't know, like KOLM or Exit Route, something like that. Just like you're a very small character in a very vast open warehouse with giant expansive walls. Just and like a light glowing in the corner. I don't know, just the aesthetic is very cool.
Brackets under who deserves.
No.
Matt, you
Wait,
just
here
gotta
Donut looks really small compared to Match, but you know what? That's because Match is very powerful, so she grew in size.
accept the outcome, even if you don't like it.
Here's the footage.
Yeah, this part here, like I just wanted to wrap up the episode because it was already getting so long, so this part's actually like kind of rushed through, but you know, it's fine.
Accept the outcome, even if you don't like it.
Here's the footage.
Oh, gee, I guess you're right. Then free food. Oh, gee.
What is that music? I don't know what it is. It sounds familiar.
Oh, gee, I guess you're right. Then free food is up for elimination.
See what Match wants, Match is gonna get.
Oh.
Nation.
Okay, sorry if my reactions are delayed. I'm tired, but like that's I really like the wiggling Match because in the storyboard I drew her really wiggly just to show that she's like sassy. But yeah, it came out well. And also like I try to voice it in different ways, like that line. And there aren't really many ways to say like what Match wants, Match is gonna get. There aren't that many ways to say it with like getting the same point across. So eventually I just went with the way I said it in here.
Oh, gee, I guess you're right. Then
Wait, hold on. The music is one of Michael's songs, right?
accept the outcome, even if you don't.
Actually, I don't know. Okay, this is embarrassing. Someone's gonna tell me in the comments exactly what it is. And it's gonna be something like obvious, like "Happy Birthday." How did you not know what song it was? But whatever.
Gee, I guess you're right. Then free food is up for elimination.
See what Match wants, Match is gonna get.
Vote in
Whoa, Belle's profile picture is so blurry. That's not gonna get that many likes. And what Matches? I mean, Marker's profile picture is hand drawn. Oh, Marker's picture is drawn with a marker. I get it now. Oh, another thing is that two of these characters here are dead right now, so they couldn't really defend themselves. So I think that's Foldy and Belle. And actually, when it comes to this episode, Stapy and Fries are the only ones who actually did anything at all. Puffball, I guess, pushed the thing, but like, she didn't even have a speaking line. And like, I guess everyone else the only way you can make a knowledgeable vote about them is to remember to old episodes what they did. And Yellowface, I know that Yellowface just gets a lot of votes because he's weird. In the same category as David or Dora or Black Hole. You know, there's really nothing he can do about it. He's just going to get a lot of votes.
Comments using the letter and square brackets under who deserves to be eliminated. Whoever gets the most votes will leave the show.
Gotta stop cubing. Yeah, I'm cubing right now. I gotta stop. Oh, writing Cary. Oh yeah, it is all me. I was wondering, like, how did Tantasar know that I wrote it on my own? But I guess the Venn diagram makes it very clear. I guess that's the episode. I forget what the night part is. Oh, it's Fanny talking to Bubble.
Bubble, I should tell you. Match got mad at you for not knowing those answers. But in truth, she didn't know the answers herself. What a hypocrite.
Ooh, thanks for telling me.
I hate her.
Ooh. That was like very fast. It was just like, matter of fact, you know, let me tell you the information and let me get out. And then the episode's over. Yay! So I finished the episode in a record time. Well, I don't even know if that's record time, but yay, good episode. I think, like, I'm happy how it turned out. Like, I think it could have turned out much worse, given that given that the actual activity they were doing is not very spectator friendly. Yeah, so I think it turned out well, and definitely a lot of the timing, the comedic timing of the jokes is what carried it through. So like when they went from the moon to the earth, like when the camera rotated, that was good timing. Yeah, so that's all I have to say. So I guess that's the end of my react video, except not really, because I do a million other things afterward because I feel like it. So let's look through the comments to see who's getting a lot of votes. So I will say that last time, I looked through the votes and I saw lots of votes for golf ball. So I prematurely said in my video, oh no, golf ball's gonna leave for certain. I wonder if she's gonna break the record for the most votes and beat Loser. And how wrong I was, because golf ball didn't even get eliminated. And then like there's the whole controversy of like, some hacker or fake accounts were voting for golf ball, bots. It's ironic if golf ball was voted for by bots, considering she's a bossy bot. But anyway, the lesson learned for me is, even if I see one character getting a lot of votes in the comments, it means nothing for who's going to be eliminated. So I'll just see what letters I see and not make assumptions. Okay, so I need to see the key. Also, like, I just realized there might be a lot of people who like prematurely choose these people to vote. Oh, I see. Okay. So whoever designed this voting screen, maybe, I think Hazel probably, maybe Michael, they were smart because they didn't put A through G here. Because if they did put A through G, then people might comment those letters and then vote for someone entirely different on free food instead. So this avoids all confusion. And you also know that this, if you're like astute, you'll know that this voting screen is fake the instant you see it.
What?
Using the letter.
Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I predict C is gonna get a lot of votes. That's Fries, just because like one, he was very mean this episode to everyone, like Gelatin and Stapy. I guess that's it. But then like, two, okay, he has those things inside of him, and I'm still not saying what those are, but like just think, if Fries leaves the show, so do those things. So gotta be wise. So I think it's either C, A, or H being eliminated. So Stapy, Fries, or Yellowface, just based on my own like intuition. That's without looking at any of the comments. And I'll look now. A, B, E, D, H, C. This is so diverse. Like the first 6 that I see are all different. Why is Fries carrying X? You gotta watch the later episodes, you know? What's the point in watching anything if there's no suspense? It's fun to be left in the dark. Don't you enjoy this feeling of, oh, I have to know what it is? Yeah. Oh, this person says, I have to be honest, this episode was a little worse than usual. It wasn't bad, it wasn't the best. Okay, well, I do agree with you that this wasn't the best episode, but I, like, cut us some slack, because at least for me, like just academics just got way out of hand. I signed up for way too many classes, and it's almost finals week now, and I was just like working up until like 3 a.m. every single day doing schoolwork, and I just couldn't find time to finish the storyboard. So I do think the storyboard was a little lower quality than normal, but like these episodes are still coming out every 3 weeks, and that's still faster than any other object show of this scale is doing, at least that I'm aware of. So I'm not going to feel bad about that, but I will take that to mind. Well, if the reason why it wasn't the best is because all these characters are kind of meh, then okay, that makes sense, but like the team that gets eliminated isn't the like determining factor of the quality of the episode. I think like a more helpful criticism would be like, oh, I think there like weren't enough jokes. Okay, that's a very simple criticism. Or like there wasn't enough tension between characters, or these characters that didn't get enough screen time in the past still didn't get enough screen time. Like stuff that's like more general to the episode in a whole. Okay, maybe I'm not sure. I can't think straight, but that's what I mean. This one says, I love the episode, but all the objects on the team... Okay, yeah. So I am seeing, I think, a disproportionate number of A's, E's, mostly A's, E's, C's, A's and C's. I was going to say E's and H's, but I don't see many H's anymore. So A, oh, there's some H's. Okay, so I think A, C, and H are getting a lot. Oh, and that's what I predicted. So hey, I'm pretty smart, aren't I? But like I said, it doesn't say anything about the actual vote distribution, so that's pretty cool. I guess I could look at the Discord to see what people are saying. Tantasar just pruned 70 people for fun. He does it for fun. So many already silent voices silenced further, and he did it just for fun. What sort of man is he? Well, he's a cold-blooded killer, that's what. I also did it because 5,000 is a big scary number. What? Wait, are you telling me the H Twin Central server has almost 5,000 members? Oh my god, because I remember like over 2016 summer, like someone tallied them up and it was like 700, and I talked about that in a TWOW episode, and I was like, oh my god, there's 700 of you here. Does that mean you're all going to join TWOW Season 2 and it's going to be bigger? Well, now it's 5,000. That's almost an order of magnitude bigger. That's crazy. Announcements. Yeah, this is the episode. Okay, BFB8 spoilers. Okay, let me see. Okay, well, it's 4:19 a.m. Hey, one more minute, then it's 4:20. Blaze it. So I don't think many people are going to be awake, mostly because our fan base is in the United States, so it's between 4 and 7 a.m. But people are here. Okay, let me just say, I am recording the BFB8 React video right now. Oh my god, Satomi knows me too well. It is. And let's see, what else do I say? I forget. What do I even do in the Discord server? Is it because like I'm supposed to like see how other people are perceiving the episode? Yeah, I was just reading that thing about like, oh, people are picking up things this episode. Making convenience machine number 2032. Oh, this is pretty convenient. That's cool. Cool. Lollipop's laugh was extremely unrealistic. Yeah, I commented about that too. Lollipop has got stars in her eyes, not his. I'm not sure what's going on. That's the shine. That's the shine. They're not stars. Dum. Fluttery arms are back. They never left. Oh, I didn't know the thumbnail's already here. It usually takes longer than that, but this is a cool thumbnail. I like how the horizon's tilted. That adds a lot of like tension. Or not tension, but like something needs to be resolved. I don't want to see a Minecraft video, okay? This is not the place for that. I don't think it's my GFX card. It's a pause screenshot. Oh, whatever. If there's a little bit of like tearing in the episode. It's fine. When is my reaction gonna come out? Soon. Okay, maybe 5 a.m. Someone just said, "Oh, I'll be in a Humany video." Poland Christine, you are in a Humany video. I mean, it's not that hard. Humany videos like come out every like 2 days, and they're all trash. But yeah. Hi, Cherry, Andre. You do look good for the camera. Yoshi King 64 said, "This challenge is just another reason to vote Stapy." Wait, I don't know what is there left to say? Nothing. I'll just say, okay, I've actually been reading some of the latest comments, or latest Discord messages here out loud in my React video. So you did get a full on shout out. Well, some of them did, not all of them. So Oracle Ryan 49 says OMG. Nothing says O. Yoshi King 64 says O. Cherry Andre goes nothing goes ah. And I think yay yay, super amazing. God, where's Lithium right now? Lithium's probably asleep. I don't know where Lithium lives. Lithium's all across the world, dum dum. It's an element 3. It's also very reactive, isn't it? I haven't taken chemistry since 10th grade, so I don't remember. But it's one of the alkaline metals. So like one valence electron reacts badly to water, explosions. I know that. Oh, and it makes up batteries, obviously. Or lithium ions make up batteries. Oh, whatever. Well, okay. Oracle Ryan 49 says, is pinging Lithium. He's actually recording the React right now. Well, I was actually just about to leave, so I'll say that. I'm actually just about to leave. The clock is ticking, just like it was in the episode. Look, I'm not even looking at what keys I'm typing, but I did not even make a single typo because I'm a typing master. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, enjoy the episode, Cary. Well, I already watched it, actually. What's this? I'm not sure what that is, just a subtitle. I guess the subtitles are out. That's cool. How many views is it at now? 12,800? That's not true because it's not a live subscriber count. The real number, my friends, is 4.8 billion. No, I'm kidding. It's 30,000 right now. At 4:24 a.m., it's 30,000 views. Okay, so that's really all I have to talk about in the episode. Oh, I wanted to say a few more things. So, like, I'm in another AI, artificial intelligence class at Stanford right now, and every quarter we have to do some project, and I think my project this quarter is a little too lofty, too ambitious, and I think it's gonna fail. But maybe I kind of want to just show you what I've got. So the gist of it is, it's supposed to be trained in such a way that it can look at a video of a person talking, and the video is silent, like the audio has been stripped out or it's like lost for whatever reason, and it tries to reconstruct the audio just based on how the lips are moving. So it's kind of reading lips, but not just reading it, but like actually creating the sound again. So it's like incredibly difficult because, like, as someone who has lip synced hours of animation, I know that tons of consonants make the same mouth shape, like t and d and g and k. They all look very similar, so I think it's actually impossible. But I was thinking, oh, the project would still be interesting if the AI figured out something close, so that when my mouth was going like it would at least sound like it would look like it matches even though words weren't coming out. So I thought it was worth pursuing anyway, but I'm realizing now that like even getting to that stage is really hard. But there's some progress that I've got that I think is very funny because it is like absurdly bad, but in a weird way. Okay, so let me just tell you. So for now, we only trained the neural network on 2 seconds of this guy's video. Oh, by the way, the video we trained it on was "My Children Don't Exist," mainly because it's 15 minutes of someone talking and it's well lit and their face stays in the middle of the screen, which makes it easy to train on. To make everyone that watches. Okay, so the first 2 seconds is all we trained on. So it's it overfits to the first 2 seconds, which means it will do really, really well on those 2 seconds. But outside of that, it can't generalize to data it hasn't seen before. So these are the 2 seconds.
This is the hardest and most emotionally confusing video.
Okay, yeah, so I do admit it's probably not the most, like, what's the word, like, it feels like an invasion of privacy to be using that as our test video, but I used it for the reasons that I just mentioned and nothing other than that. So, well, here's what it created. Let me think how I can play this to you. Shoot, I hope you don't see any files that I don't want you to see. Yeah, just don't pay close attention. This is the only folder you should be looking at. Okay, now listen to this. Okay, so first of all, I'm using ARSS, which I talked about in my replicate voice Cary KH video. So if you want to hear about that, it's there. So it's going to sound metallic, but remember, the first 2 seconds it's trained really well on. Everything outside of that is terrible. So to create this, what it does is it looks at only images. It just looks at the visual video. So it's looking at frames of the person talking, and this is what it produces to the same video.
This is the hardest and most
It's just like someone is like stoned or like zoning out. or like I don't know, like their mind, or like they're on drugs, or their mind is just slowing down, or they're, I don't know, they made a sudden realization that makes the whole world feel like it's falling apart. It's a really weird effect, and I think it's because like when it tries to create sound on the later images of the video, which it hasn't seen before, because it can't generalize, like it's just gonna guess like the same sound that it made the last second, because that has the highest probability if you're just guessing in the dark. So every single sound gets drawn out to be really long, and then you get that weird effect. So I thought that was pretty funny, and I think it'll make a good video when they finally like talk about it on Cary KH, which I think I will. Yeah, but don't spoil it. Well, I mean, Cary KH videos can't really be spoiled since it's not really a plot line or anything, but that's one thing I'm working on. It'll be the next Cary KH video, because, you know, I have a lot of other things on the schedule. Yeah. But like in terms of like when I can actually work on those videos, I have like finals, and like I'm also in a dance group, and the performance is 2 days from now, so like I'm just so busy. So when spring break starts, that's when I can do it again, and spring break doesn't start until end of March 21. That's a Wednesday for me, which is like 2 weeks away. So don't expect videos from me for 2 weeks. I mean, it's already been like 7 months. You can last that much longer. On the other thing that happened today, I mean, like, should I really tell you this? Because like I don't want to be a bad role model. But like I'm still 20 years old, right? And I'm turning 21 in, hold on, what's the date? Okay, 8 days. Okay, in just about a week, I'm gonna turn 21. So I remember like I told a friend a few months ago, it's like, oh, I kind of want to try underage drinking, because like that's what college is all about, right? You know, I know it's like, okay, ooh, I shouldn't reveal it, but like it's like breaking the law, right? No, I should not talk about this online, because, well, whatever, everyone does it, right? So I did it today, that's all, okay? You know, I guess I kind of got drunk. It was only for a few hours, and I wasn't actually drunk, okay? Like I just got to the point where I could start to feel it, and I was starting to act a little silly. Like I wasn't like hammered or whatever they say. It was no big deal, but I guess the reason I wanted to say that was like earlier in the video I was saying like, oh, I'm acting all crazy, or like I can't think straight when I was reacting. Now, one thing I want to say is it's not because like I'm still drunk, because that was like, what time is it now? It's 4:31. It was like 9 hours ago. So like it's definitely worn off by now. But like I think the reason that I'm acting weird now is because I'm sleep deprived, okay? For the last like 5 or 6 nights, I've gone to bed at 4:30 and gotten up at 10, which is, or not 10, maybe like 10:30 or 11. But it's still not enough sleep, and I just kind of feel like I'm in a haze or in a daze. I don't know, all day. Not really all day, actually. I think I survived pretty well without sleep, but around like this time of day, I get a little loopy, and I think I just need, like, I want to get a full night's rest at some point. But like, it's funny me saying that because it's 4:30 a.m. now, and it's not gonna happen tonight. But it's like, since it's finally the weekend, I could actually sleep in for once. But it's not like I have morning classes during the week anyway, so I could always sleep in, but I just never did because I wanted to get more work done in the morning. But yeah, I'm waiting for that March 21 to hit, okay? Free me from this quarter and this eternal... Okay, eternal things don't end. And this torment of nonstop academic work. It's too much, okay? 18 units was too much, especially like because I'm also doing dance, and like the dance group, they're performing soon, so it's like, oh, we got to practice 2 hours every day, and like that also includes like commuting on bikes, so it's more like 2.5 hours every day, and like that's like 1/6 of my life. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna do it, but like you can see why I'm getting busy. Okay. Okay. I guess that's all there is to talk about. I don't know. Okay, bye. I'll see you in BFB. Cary reacts to BFB 9. Oh, I'll upload the line recordings. Cary, behind the scenes of Cary recording lines for BFB 8 soon. I don't think I'm gonna upload BFB 7 behind the scenes line recordings for personal reasons. I just don't feel like it. It wasn't a good video. Yeah, so that'll come, and I'm just like stalling. Like I just don't want to go to bed because I'm lazy, or I just feel like talking forever, but I just don't want to go to bed. So I'm just making this video go on forever. What else happened today? Well, okay, there's the AI thing. There was the drinking thing. What happened in the morning? I'm just like talking about my day now. This is how far downhill I've gone. Oh, the morning was also working on the AI project for voices, but last night around like 2 a.m. my computer would not load into Ubuntu. It wouldn't boot up into Ubuntu. It would get frozen on a purple screen, and eventually I fixed it by going to the like command prompt or something by pressing some keys. But what I realized was my hard drive or partition for Ubuntu is only 20 gigabytes, and for some reason whenever it's completely full, and when I try to delete a file to save space, it slowly starts to fill up again, and once it fills up entirely, Ubuntu starts to get really glitchy. Like I can no longer download things, and like certain applications won't run, and it also can't boot up correctly because I think maybe it has to write some temporary files to the hard drive while those things are happening, and if the hard drive is already full, then that can't happen. So like what happened today, this morning, was I finally figured out what that mysterious folder that kept filling up was, and it was like /var/cache, some cache or archive, some archive of like everything I've installed that kind of like builds up every time I do anything new. So like it was kind of interesting. As I was using Ubuntu, like over the course of a few hours, I would see the free space on my drive going down by a few megabytes every hour, even though I wasn't using my hard drive. I was using an external drive to yeah, it was weird. It was spooky, but now I know how to solve it. Just clear the var/archives folder. So that's what happened this morning. Yeah, okay. If people want to know when this React video is going to go up. So I guess the sooner I finish recording now, the sooner it'll go up. So bye everyone, good night, and I'm going to go to bed now.